Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Visi. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, please stay on. We would love to have you, and please subscribe. And if you've been with me for a long time, thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for being patient with me while I find a constant uploading routine for YouTube. So yeah, what are we doing today? We're going to be looking at how I achieved this look, this flawless look. I find it flawless, and I feel like every day as I go by, my makeup keeps on improving. So it's all about practice. Yeah, so I'll be sharing with you the products that I'll be using, and I think I'm not going to be speaking while I'm doing the makeup. I'll probably just have a voiceover done with the editing. So yeah, but before we get into that, please, it would mean so much to me if you subscribe to my channel, and if you join the family here, and if you click that notification bell, well, that will be even perfect. If you like this type of content, if it's beauty, lifestyle, you've come to the right place. So please leave a comment and let me know if there's something probably that you do differently, but don't tell me what to do differently, because I do mine differently. But if you have another suggestion for what you usually do, maybe then you can leave that in the comment section. Yeah, okay, so see you, and let's jump right in. So I already prepped my skin with my skincare routine, and now I'm going in with the Smashbox Smooth and Blur Primer, which is essential when I'm starting to do my makeup. And I think this was morning. You can see my face is all puffy, and I'm just having a little yogurt. And now I'm going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is the best foundation so far that I have used. I haven't yet seen something close except probably the Lancome Tint Idol, which is also like non-transferable. It comes close, but I would prefer the Estee Lauder Double Wear over the Lancome at the moment. And then you can see it's just a perfect matte shade, and it matches so well on my skin tone. And what happens is that even if I'm wearing white, this foundation doesn't transfer as compared to other foundations on the market. And then it's also 24 hours, so you will wear it for a longer time. And there we have it, all blended in. And now I'm going to go in with my concealers. I'm still using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpt Concealer. These concealers, I've had them for over 2 years. I think these are the second bottles I'm having because they really go a long way. And right now I'm using the first shade, which is usually a little lighter than my foundation, actually way lighter than my foundation, because I want those areas to pop. And one thing I've seen is I try to blend in as much as possible. It would be ideal to start blending with the chin and the forehead, and then you do the under the eye last, but I prefer doing it this way. It works for me, and then as you can see, while I'm blending, I'm using both the pointy end of the blender as well as the base of the blender to make sure I don't have like those marks, so that when I'm taking a photo, that makeup doesn't give me flashback, if you know what I mean. So if you're looking for a good concealer, this would be the ideal concealer I would highly recommend, because it blends so well. Wait until the end, you will see how well it blends. It blends into your foundation easily. It blends with other products. It works really well with other products. So while filming, I took a break and I had cream products on, which dried down on my skin. So I'm using the Morphe Setting Mist, Continuous Setting Mist, to give me that freshness back to my skin, as if I didn't have any break in between filming. So now I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Contour and Concealer, but right now I'm using the darker shade of what I already used previously. This shade is darker than my foundation because I want to bring in some shadows, some contour, some kind of definition to my face. And as you can see, I usually apply it in a 3, like an inverted 3 on one side, and then a normal 3 number on the other side. And I'm just going to show you something. You'll see the three that I'm talking about, and then I use it to also contour my nose because I tend to have a larger nose or a bigger nose, so I use that to kind of slim my nose down. And now we start the blending process. You can see how smoothly this blends. You're going to see the overall effect, and I just love how everything's like it blends into my skin. This is perfect for my skin tone. Look at that. And that's just the first blending session. So because we're still continuing to blend, but look at how flawless that is. And now I'm going in with the Patrick Tab blush. This comes in with both the cream blush and the powder blush. So when I'm still using the cream products, I use the cream blush to bring everything together, and I use this on both sides of the cheeks, and then I usually like putting blush on the tip of my nose as well. And then what I do is just go in there and blend it with the same blender that I used for the lighter concealer. And you can see I'm trying to bridge that gap. And now going in with my favorite powder, setting powder, which is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is in the shade Honey. This shade works on all skin tones. Oh my goodness, it's basically life. Honestly, I haven't seen anything like this on the market. And I'm just putting the translucent powder in the shade Honey just under the areas where I worked with the lighter concealer to brighten those areas up. And afterwards, I'm going in with the darker translucent powder, which is the Huda Beauty. I think this is in Coffee Cake. It's also a translucent setting powder, and I use this for the parts where I put my contour, basically the darker areas where the concealer didn't go, and that's where I use that. I try to dust off any excess powder because it's important not to overcake your face. And then right now I'm seeing my lips are dry, so I go in with some kind of lip balm from Laneige, Canada, and that's their Lip Sleeping Grapefruit Lip Balm to prep my skin for lipstick later. And now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami Bronzer. I love this because usually when I miss this step, I can see I still look good, but I don't look as well put together as when I have bronzer. So bronzer really makes a difference. It adds warmth to the face. And sometimes I actually use this bronzer as an eyeshadow, like during times when I'm just having like a formal event, like at work. That's what I use. And now before I go in to work on my eyeshadow, I usually like baking, like putting setting powder just below my eyes in cases where like eyeshadow drops onto my skin. It will just drop on the excess powder, which I'll dust off later instead of dropping on my already prepped skin, which is underneath, if that makes sense. Yeah, but it does to me anyway. So that's what I do. And I usually also like snatching in my cheeks because, you know, a girl has put on some weight, but this kind of step, this extra step of you know, baking your cheeks snatches your cheeks and makes them slimmer. And now I'm going in with my eyeshadow. This is from the Fix Cosmetics, which is my nudes, and this is a palette that I personally created with my partner Kathy, and I've been using it almost for 2 years now. Yeah, it's available in Uganda, and then it will also be available in Canada later on. And look at how perfect those nudes are. Going in with the shade Alec, I'm starting off by basing my eyelid. Look at how perfect that blend is, like that nude color is. And then right now using the shade Amito. All these shades were named after supermodels, which is fascinating. Interesting. And then going in with the shades Iman and Akelo, I'm imitating like a crease, but not really a crease. It's more of a subtle makeup look. I'm going to zoom in for you guys to see. It's something you can wear at work, you can wear it even for a dinner party. So it's still subtle, but using all the right nudes. And there we have it. I've just zoomed in for you guys. Okay, now time to move on to the eyebrows, and I'm going in with the Benefit Cosmetics 24-hour brow setter. This is a game changer. Like, if you haven't tried brow setters before, I highly recommend. It makes such a huge difference. Your brows stay on for longer and they don't accidentally move. Okay, now I'm dusting off the excess powder really, before I go ahead and continue working on my brows. And just going in with the same brow setter, I'm trying to define those eyebrows, and then now I'm using a small pencil. Don't laugh at how small my pencil is, but yeah, so I'm just defining the eyebrow shape now. I'm not using any concealer if you notice, and now I'm going in with a spoolie and just brushing my eyebrows. And then this is one tricky thing that I tend to do off camera, or I tend to fail at, but now look, I'm being a pro, I'm getting there. So I'm just doing my eyeliner, and this is from Sephora collection, their black eyeliner, and that's what I'm using. And I'm going to do the other side off camera too, but I'm just proud of myself at how far I've come with using this brow setter. Okay, see that, see that, see that. Feeling myself right there, because I usually fail at that. Anyway, so now going in with Too Faced Beauty. They have an eyeliner which is their killer eyeliner. I get the blackest black, and I'm just lining my eyes below. And I also like taking the same brow. This is a trick my mom taught me, that I have to line the inside of the upper lid. Yeah, so I feel like it makes a difference if you want to have like some kind of cat eye look. Love that. And then now going in with mascara. Even before I put lashes on, it's important to dust off, because you know you have all the powder going in. And I'm using the Revlon Bad, I think it's called Bad Lash. It's from their Sophia's line. They have one with Meg the Stallion. Sorry, I couldn't speak there for a minute. Anyway, yeah, and I also like doing my lashes below because it gives you a definition. And now going in with the same blush that I had before, the Patrick Ta. I'm using the powder side instead of the cream now to set everything in place. And I like that. I like a pink blush or an orange blush. I have had this for I think 2 years now. Okay, 1.5 years, but yeah, a little goes a long way. I really don't know what this step is called, but I find that if you put some kind of highlighter or shimmer at the, like, at the corner of your eyes, it really brings out your eyes. I don't know what the step is called, I'll be honest, but yeah, this is what I do. It makes the eye pop, right? And then now moving on to the lips. I remember I put on lip balm earlier, but I'm just removing that with just a paper towel, because I want all the products that I'm putting on the lips to stay in place, which would be harder if the look was already glossy. And now going in with this Estee Lauder shade. I don't remember what shade it is, but I first go in with a lighter pink shade. You can always do this with any lip products that you have. So my trick is to actually use eyeshadow as the last step for my lips, and look at that difference already, you guys. This makes my lips pop. Like, everyone asks me what shade are you using, but it's actually like a combination of so many things, including eyeshadow. And when I try to blend that as smooth as possible, and the last step would be to put gloss on. And currently I think I misplaced my Fenty lip glosses, which I've been using, so I'm going to go in with the Laneige lip sleeping care, the one that I used earlier, and just outline just out of my lips, and I'm just going to show you how to do it, and then just only outside my lips. And then after this I will be able to just put my lips together, and that will spread to all the sections that I didn't apply. I don't know if it makes sense, but I only outline my lips, and it gives it like a better definition. Look at that already. Anyway, I don't know what I was looking at there. Yeah, and there we have it. Good lips, juicy lips. And now I'm just going in with the last step, which is using the continuous setting spray, which is the Morphe setting spray. I like this spray because personally it doesn't give me a totally matted look. It gives me a dewy look. So if you're looking for a dewy look, this is it. Lashes done, makeup done. Let me bring you guys closer. The hair is done. Oh, I find that this look is actually so flawless. Wow, wow. Wow, if you really like this kind of content, me providing beauty tips and makeup, well, don't forget to leave a like, a comment. Let me know how you feel about this makeup, if you have any other suggestions, and if you haven't caught up with any of my last YouTube videos, please go ahead, check them out. I've linked 2 of them right here on the end screen. Yes, so please, before you go, don't forget to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you and see you next week.